Open up the OJ pop. It's Ham House, come on. Welcome to Ham House. No such thing as too loud. Yeah. Can't even slow down. We about to roll wild. Welcome to Ham House. Time to take control. Turn it up, turn it up. Put the kids in time. Show me now. Before we pull our hair around. Go out, go out. Welcome to Ham House. My house, come on. Breaking bread. Welcome to Ham House.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Ham House College Game Day, Week 2. After a ridiculous Week 1, we're back with you.
Grab your OJ Pop. Thank you guys for joining us on Ham House College Game Day.
Woo.
I'm Matt. This is Matthew.
What's up?
This is our weekly college football broadcast. Now, we are navigating a little bit of a head cold here at the Ham House. Forgive us, but we are committed to coming to you guys each week. So as you guys sign on, catch this live, make sure you say hello, who you're pulling for.
Let us know where you're
Make
from. Yep.
all
make
the good
picks,
stuff.
And we are open to do bets. We will bet a sports card, maybe even a little bit of money, or we can bet something like ridiculous.
Hey, Mr. Gambling King,
Yeah.
before we get down this betting line,
Yeah.
let's calm down a little bit because we already have some bets you got to get back on in week 1.
No, I have one bet with you.
I know, but we've got to, before you bet away everything here, we got to be clear. We're going to get to the bet side of this later in the show. But let's start off. I need to take a sip of OJ.
I'll join you.
All right. So if somebody would say hello so y'all can make sure you hear us or whatever, we don't have a production crew like ESPN. We're not big time like that, although we are big time.
Yeah.
We are jumping on this week. By the way, this show is brought to you by the Fearless Trading Company and some amazing Fearless coffee. Check it out if you haven't.
Yep.
So Matthew, let's start off this week talking about
Our
week
journey.
1. And we were at the NC State game
Yep.
at ECU. Let's start off there and talk a little bit about week 1.
Well, I pooped my pants about 6 times.
You pooped your pants? Is that what you said?
I said I almost pooped my pants about 6 times.
Please don't poop your pants. It's not that important.
I didn't watch the very end of the game because I was so scared, and I turned around, put my head in my shirt, and then when
Dude, it's what you live for, man. You live for.
I know, but then I saw the kick, and when he missed it, we left immediately.
So for folks who don't know, NC State went on the road to East Carolina and dominated the first half, was up 21-7 at half, came out the second half, played terrible. Yeah, that's the poop in the pants thing, I guess. So with terrible. And then in the fourth quarter, ECU had a chance to win the ball game.
Oh, no, but first they missed the
They missed the extra point to tie it. And then they had a chance to win it with a field goal as time expired. And the poor kicker, who's actually from New Hanover County, where we live, bless his heart, he got a lot of hate mail for that one, which I think is stupid. Let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
If you're a college sports fan, these kids are 18 to 22 years old. And if you get like that angry at a college student for making a mistake, like you have a problem. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
The problem's not the kid. The problem's you. You need to go find a new hobby and go chop down trees and get mad at that. Because if you get angry at a 18-year-old kid, for doing something in a game, he's not trying to miss the field goal. Now, if the kid is out getting DUIs and doing drugs or whatever and like forfeits the seat, like that's a different story. Those are life choices that the kid makes. But dropping a pass, missing a field goal. Anyway, I'm getting off the soapbox, but that just makes me mad. So go ahead. Anyway, week 1, Matthew, NC State pulled it out on the road. We won the ball game and fell in the rankings.
Yeah, it wasn't the way we wanted to win. It was a tough win. Yeah.
Well, I think you said, what did you say? It was going to be 35-10 or something?
Like, I think it was like, I said like 38-10 or something, or 42-10.
42-10?
Yeah.
And it was 21-20?
Yeah.
A little off on that one.
But
the fearless pick of the week, Matthew Ham right
predicted,
here. Go ahead.
So Utah was number 7 in the country. Florida wasn't even ranked. I predicted that Florida would beat Utah by 3 points, right? Sure enough, Florida beat Utah 29-26. I predicted it spot on. That is probably one of my best picks on Ham House in the past 3 years we've been doing this.
That is legitimate fearless pick of the week by Matthew Jr. right
And
here.
speaking of fearless pick of the week, Tennessee beats Pitt on the road.
Tennessee beats Pitt on the road.
Tennessee's 24. Pitt is number 17. It's at Heinz Field, and Tennessee will beat Pittsburgh.
That's this week's fearless
Yes.
pick of the week.
Yes.
Tennessee over Pitt. You heard it here first. All right, dude. So what else do we have going on this week? Any other
This
big
week?
upsets?
Broke my foot. Oh, fractured it.
Yeah. Go ahead and you can show your boot there. Yep.
Yeah.
So Matthew got a little excited and was jumping around the house, landed wrong on his foot. Think we
Yep.
might have a stress fracture. So hopefully
Yeah.
we'll be in the boot for a couple weeks. It'll be better and we can get to our flag football season.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw like 5 touchdowns first game and just start dropping dimes.
So Todd Devine, Mr. Todd's watching the show. He said, I'm telling you here, folks, Matthew is the next Kirk Herbstreit. So Matthew appreciates that.
I'm taking Kirk's job.
Taking his job, baby. All right, Matthew, this week,
All right, yep.
what are the games? What we got?
So we got Bama, Texas. Bama's on the road at Texas, one of the strongest like college football powerhouse you could say.
You think Texas is going to be hype?
They're going to be hype, and their stadium seats a lot more people than Dowdy Ficklin. And I just remember how Ficklin was. So you're welcome, ECU fans. We were the reason that y'all had the biggest attendance of all time because half the fans there were NC State fans.
One of the things we're working on here is humility. But anyway, go ahead.
But I think it's going to be hype, but Bama still has the best defense in the country. Bama has one of the best offenses in the country, and Bama will beat them. They're 20-point favorites. I say they cover the spread.
I will say this, that
They look very good.
Bama and UGA are playing at a different level.
Yeah.
Like, I watched a little bit of the UGA game last week. Dude,
When you beat
You-
almost
UG
top 10 team by 50 points, that's unreal.
what was the final of that game?
49-3.
Dude, UGA is a different level this year. Y'all better saddle up. Matthew actually picked that Ohio State was going to win the Natty. After seeing UGA, that's where I'd put my money.
And I think that Ohio State fans were disappointed. We have a friend who said we beat a top 5 ranked team by double-digit points, and that's the maddest we've ever been in the Ohio State game.
Ohio State was a little soft in the first half,
Yeah.
struggled to get it going, but closed out well.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a cupcake this week. Do they eat the cupcake? Nom, 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 and beat the spread, or do they not cover?
I say they beat the spread.
You think they cover?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're playing Arkansas State. It's at Ohio State, one of the biggest stadiums in college football. They're going to be hype after last week. They're going to be ready, and I think – and that's one of the other things about being hyped. Can NC State bounce back after that tough win? NC State, I mean, this is a home game, their first home game, and instead of their fans we got to be hyped this week, and we got to bounce back. And instead of beating them just like we beat ECU, we got to 58-3.
So Matthew's calling 58-3 NC.
Oh, I'm not calling that. I said we got to do that. But
I thought you were talking about the ECU game. I thought, what do you think State's got going?
State?
You think they'll put up 40 today?
They're off Sumo.
Yes,
I love
let's
that
talk
guy.
about Deme Sumo. I can't pronounce the end of his last name.
But oh my
Dude, this guy is a redshirt freshman for NC State.
Beast
We watched.
mode.
They call him the slimy shark. This kid, I'm telling you, he can run the football. Petey can run the football. He is.
Hold on to that ball, Petey.
Dude, he is legit. I'm telling you
He's
right
good.
now.
Like last
Deme
week,
Sumo. You
last
listen
week
for that
again,
name.
He broke I think it's 8 tackles and scored a touchdown or something.
Yeah.
And then so he gets to the 1-yard line. Dave Dorn, I don't know what play you're calling. He runs it, and so it's 4th down. And instead of just doing a little pass to Thayer Thomas, best hands on the team, just doing a little screen pass, all they do is try to run it up the middle. They fumble it, then they get the one again, and they stop them. So Dave Dorn, next time, do a halfback, pass it off, and do just like Derrick Henry. Like last year.
All right, so now he's calling plays.
Gosh, yes. Last year, I had Derrick Henry in fantasy, and what they did is they gave a pitch to Derrick Henry in the backfield, and he threw it to their tight end. We need to do more of that. Dave Dorn, if you're watching this, do that this week if you're ever at the 1.
Well, I think Dave Doran might have a few words for you trying to coach this offense. But I hear you, man. We did get stopped on the one and fumbled on the one. A little bit different play calling from the Wolfpack would be welcome this week. So let's talk about, Matthew, the big contract that got signed this week.
Oh, yeah.
For the coaching.
Dabo signed the biggest contract in college football history. 10-year, $115 million.
Woo! Big money.
Yep.
Dabo, I just got paid Swinney. What is 115?
It's $11.5 million just to coach a college football
Straight
team.
cash, homie.
Not
Dude,
Randy Moss, but yeah.
That is that's straight cash right there, dude. $11 million a year to coach football.
Yes.
Woo.
I wish you got paid that much.
Maybe instead of
flag
taking
football.
Kirk Herbstreit's job, you could take Dabo's job and then transfer to state.
Yeah. I mean, at least let's see. Maybe Trevor Lawrence can come back to college in like 11 years and finish his last year of college and play for me.
Crazy town. All right, Matthew. So this week, as we close out, one thing real quick while folks are watching here. So we're going to do something on the show. If you guys are following along on our YouTube channel, you know that we have started Ham House Collectibles. So we've gotten into trading cards and sports memorabilia. Matthew put himself a challenge, and he wanted to go from nothing to $10,000 in sports card memorabilia. So he cut some grass, we sold some stuff, we bought some stuff, and we've got a pretty cool collection of sports card memorabilia going on. We just sold a big lot.
Yeah.
Cards,
and we bought
baseball cards, and we bought a lot. So we're kind of trying to make some magic happen. Wanted to show you guys a couple. You can actually subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch us open the mail and keep up with that if you want to. But we wanted to show you guys. So this is a Trey Turner auto rookie. Trey Turner played at NC State. Auto rookie. We've gotten into some vintage stuff. There's a 1951 Preacher Row Bowman. Very cool card. Got to get in on the Mickey Mantle game. There's a 1964 Mickey Mantle. And then, of course, the Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays. There's a 1960 Willie Mays. Love the old cards, me personally. But Matthew's got some new cards he wants to show you guys.
Like, before you get into, like, buying cards, you got to get into, like, you got to do the research. And I found out that Trey Sermon and Eli Mitchell at the beginning of the season were supposed to, like, split as job. They cut Trey Sermon. And Elijah Mitchell is going to be the number one running back. And I just thought, how about we pick up an Elijah Mitchell card? Here's his rookie card. Autograph. Number to 50. And the cool thing about this one is it's created by Donruss Optic. And Donruss Optic came out like a week ago. So they're very hard to find. There's probably not that many have been pulled from the special boxes that they make.
Yeah, there's only 50 of them. So we're going to send some of these cards off to get professionally graded.
Yeah. We pulled this ourselves from a Walmart box. It's a Tua Tagovailoa, one of the best college players I've seen play. Number 25, it's a honeycomb orange Florence, and it's a cool card. It's a color match.
Show the Jalen. This is our big card here.
Our big card, Jalen Waddle. I can't get good light.
You got to turn it and get away from the light. There
we go. Jalen Waddle.
So Jalen Waddle rookie, orange Pulsar to
number
7.
7. So there's only 7 of these printed.
And so we share all of this with you guys, one, to follow us on our channel. So if you're into sports cards, you can connect there. But also, two, we're going to be giving away cards for your Fearless Pick of the Week. So we've got some really cool cards. If you want to make a Fearless Pick of the Week, and if you get the Fearless Pick of the Week, or if you want to gamble with Matthew, you want to make a bet,
we can bet
say, hey, I'll bet this, put it in the comments, and we'll mail you a card if you win. Just to kind of encourage folks to watch the show and to get involved. Matthew, we got some comments here to catch up on. All right. So, Mr. Bill Weeks, sleeper alert. He says it's his spoiler alert lock of the week. Louisville over UCF. They played last night.
Yeah, I know.
Who won? Did you see it? You were in bed.
I was in bed, but I knew the score was 20-14.
20-14 was the final?
I think so. I don't know who won that. I just know it's 2014.
Let's see here. It's not showing up.
Because they're not in the top 25.
Oh, yeah, you got to change it to ACC. Let's see what Louisville did here.
I told you it's
2014. You normally know. I was just checking. Calm down. Mr. Bill, your sleeper alert pick of the week is the hot take.
Yep.
Parker is watching from Texas. Texas Tech plays y'all next week. Who do you think wins Texas Tech game today against Houston? So Texas Tech, Houston. And we do have Texas Tech at home next week.
Yeah. Well, NC State's going to win next week. I'm going to go ahead and let you know.
Oh, talking trash.
Oh,
there might be a sports card bet going on there.
Yeah. Please call. If anybody wants to take any bets, I will bet some sports cards. We have
You've already said that. He asked a question. Please. Texas Tech, Houston this week.
I don't know. I mean, none of them are ranked, but they're both pretty big. Like Houston's been pretty good in the past. Texas Tech's been pretty good in the past. I hope Texas Tech wins to get more publicity. So NC State, that game will actually be on ESPN and not ACC Network.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think
you still need to make a pick there.
I think Tech wins.
Tech wins at home? They're favored by 4. Houston's ranked 25.
Yeah, Tech wins.
Tech wins at home to set the table for
Yeah.
NC State next week. That'd be a good game if that happens.
Yeah.
All right, so there you go, Parker. We also got Cuz Trey over here jumping in.
Yeah,
Which Bulldogs win today? Excuse me, Samford are the ones for Georgia. The Samford Bulldogs or the Georgia Bulldogs?
Samford wins by no, Samford didn't win. Dude, Georgia, they were elite last week. I haven't seen a better college football team since the 2017 Alabama team with Calvin Ridley, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith, Tua, and Najee here. I have not seen a team better.
UGA?
I think UGA, they were elite last. They're incredible.
So, hey, Cuz Trey here said, I'll take a $50 bet with Matthew, whatever he wants.
Wait, I'll take
a $50 bet, whatever he wants. I lose, he gets 50. I win, he gives me a card.
What card? Here.
We'll deal with that later.
Okay.
Just you need to focus your brain.
I'll take it. I'll take the NC State wins today.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
You need to focus on what we're doing, and your brain's all in the yard.
Okay.
All right. Parker jumped in.
I have a good bet, Trey. I have a good bet.
Matthew, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
We don't need to talk about it right now. We're in the middle of the show. Parker's jumping in here. He says, I agree. They looked good last week, but the starting quarterback got hurt and is out. But both backups threw a touchdown. Stetson was dunk hunting like it was 1990s Nintendo, is what Trey said.
All right. Pow! I got a bet for you. When Alabama plays Georgia, I know you're a big Bulldog. Alabama wins.
Ooh, the bet on the Alabama-Georgia game.
I think that's a fair bet because, it's number 1 and number 2 teams. You can post it. We'll come up with the card, but I'll take your bet. Alabama over Georgia in the Alabama-Georgia game, whether it's in the SEC championship. I don't know when it's being played. Let's see when it's being played.
You keep talking. I got you covered. It would have to be in the SEC championship. Okay, they're not scheduled this year.
Well, who's in that? When's another?
Okay.
Go, all right. So
again, I think reeling back in. I'm fighting the Marlin over here.
All right. So when they play, I say Alabama wins.
All right. So Matthew, let's wrap up this week's show and get on with our Saturday. Is there where are we finishing up with?
Let's see. How are we? I think we got it all. Well, last week madness. I think we got it all.
We got it all. Let's check real quick.
Yep. Bring out the ESPN app. Very helpful app.
Football. Let's go to the ACC real quick, Matthew.
ACC. Most of
I know, but let's just go to our cupcake alert. Clemson Furman cupcake alert. Clemson Furman cupcake alert. North Carolina cupcake alert. Georgia State.
Let's see what else.
Hey, here's a question. Georgia State, what's the over-under on them scoring 30 on Carolina's defense after Carolina gave up 60 to App State last week?
Ooh, man. Georgia State's not as good as App State.
How many points do you think Georgia State scores?
17.
17?
Why not? Actually, let's say 24.
24.
Yeah.
That's the Matthews over-under, 24 on Georgia State.
3 touchdowns and a field goal.
All right, hey, here's the other thing. Tennessee Pitt, you already picked that. I know. Last week, I gave you a pick. I said, who has more passing yards? Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, or Devin Leary? You said
CJ Stroud, and then I said, you know what, change it to Bryce Young. And they took Bryce Young out, but after halftime because they were winning by like 85.
so. Who had more yards?
CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud.
And you said Devin Leary too, and I was about to say him. And then
So it was actually really close between Leary and Stroud, only about 15 yards difference. So you're 0 for 1 on, my Statman Matt Ham picks. Now, this week's is Georgia State over under 24 points. Remember that.
What do you think?
We're going to no. This is for you to pick. And we're just going to see how you do.
All right.
Anybody else here? I think we're good to go. Listen, friends, that wraps it up for Ham House College Game Day. Week 2, we're going to be resting today, getting our legs back under us after a little head cold. Go Pack. Comment. Let us know what's up. We got another comment. Oh, Bill said CJ had to stay in because they're overrated. Oh, by the way, Bill Weeks, Florida State, impressive win last weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Very impressive. On the road at LSU. I'm a little nervous about the Noles.
I'm not. NC State's better.
Oh, my gosh, dude. We got to learn with humility. Okay, here we go. Ham House College Game Day signing off. You guys be well. Thanks for watching.
Yep.
Make sure you make your picks below. Like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, all that good stuff. Thank you guys for being here.
Go Pack.